tonight about an astrological event that is actually coming up on November the 19th, so within a few days, at 3:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this event is the partial lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus. Okay? Now, we have eclipses. Eclipses are a part of, or really a major part of our astrological events. Okay? And the last couple of years or so, we've had eclipses in the sign of Gemini and Sagittarius. So if you are a sun, moon, or rising, and you have planets in Gemini or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising, the last couple of years for you could have been very, very intense. A lot of change, a lot of communication, a lot of information, because Gemini is a thinking sign. It's a sign that governs information, communications, how we speak, how we learn, anything that has to do with the realm of communication. And Sagittarius is the sign of our higher mind, our higher education, travel. It's the sign of our belief system and how we worship and how we look at life as a whole. So, my Geminis and Sagittarians, I would probably believe that you guys had the last couple of years of a lot of information being thrown at you, a lot of communication given to you, and you communicating through yourself with others. Probably, and this could be overall for everyone. But I'm just saying Gemini and Sagittarians probably felt it more intensely than anyone else. So with Sagittarius, it has everything to do also with international travel. And as we all know, travel in itself shut down. And it's very interesting that with an eclipse, with a lunar eclipse, that means something ends, and with a solar eclipse, something begins. So it's just kind of like intriguing to think about the fact that how our world changed, particularly around the realm of travel and international travel, and how that was non-existent here over the last couple of years, pretty much. And it's funny because Gemini is the sign that governs short distance travel. So you saw a lot of people going from air travel, international travel, to traveling by car, doing little short distance trips, here and there, but nothing, long distance. So there was a lot of change with regards to that. Now, the eclipses are now moving out of the sign of Gemini and Sagittarius, and they are moving into the sign of Taurus and Scorpio. So, of course, my Taurus natives, sun, moon, or rising, and my Scorpio natives, sun, moon, or rising, this is the time that you are going to start to feel these eclipses more intensely. There are things about your life is going to change immensely, and this means for everyone. But the signs that are going to be more powerfully affected by these eclipses are going to be Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. So if you have sun, moon, or rising in any of those signs, you are going to be feeling this eclipse in a very intense way. Now, the 4 signs that are going to be probably flourish with these eclipses and will probably do better with maneuvering through the energy of an eclipse is going to be Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, and Virgo. So if you have any of those signs, sun, moon, or rising, these eclipses actually can be very harmonious for you. Overall, the theme of 2022 and going into 2023 is all about transformation. Nothing staying the same. You know what? I cannot see these comments. I cannot see the comments, and I don't know why. Let me just give you some dates. So, the partial lunar eclipse, the first eclipse that we're going to experience, again, is on November the 19th, this month, 2021, at 3:57 p.m. in the sign of Taurus. Your next eclipse, which will be a total solar eclipse, is going to be December the 4th, 2021. That's going to be at 2:42 p.m. And this one is actually going to be in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, you have one more round of the eclipse at the beginning of December, and then you will be free and clear of that. Okay. The next one will be the partial solar eclipse, which is April 30th, 2022. And that will culminate at 4:27 p.m. In the sign of Taurus. And then we'll have the total lunar eclipse May 16th, 2022 at 12:13 a.m. in the sign of Scorpio. And then the partial solar eclipse October 25th, 2022 at 6:48 a.m. That's going to be in Scorpio. And then the total lunar eclipse is November 8th, 2022 at 6:01 a.m. and that'll be in Taurus. However, there are some more eclipses in this family of eclipses that will go into 2023, but we're not going to talk about those. We're going to kind of stay right here within 2022, and we're going to talk about how this first eclipse is going to impact you for about 6 months, you guys. 6 months of this. And then December the 4th, we'll come back and we'll talk about how that eclipse is going to affect you. So we got the dates. Anybody have any questions? So we're going to talk a little bit about how an eclipse works. Oh, no problem. We're just getting started, Danielle. Just getting started. As I said before, a lunar eclipse, whether it's partial or full, is still very impactful. This one is actually going to be partial. But at a lunar eclipse, it's the full moon. And the full moon is all about endings. It's all about adjustments, and it's all about acknowledgments. So typically with, hey Kelly, typically with a lunar eclipse, this is an ending to something. This is the ending to a situation. This could be an ending to a relationship. This could be an ending to a bad behavior. Now, I have seen where eclipses will eclipse people out of your life, okay? And that could look like anything. That could look like a breakup. That could look like somebody moving away. Somebody trying to figure out where the live is. Okay. All right, I'll deal with that in a second. Okay, this could look like someone moving away. Now, sometimes an eclipse can, and I do have to share this with you, can take someone from our life and they transition over. So that could mean someone passing away. Now, with it being a lunar eclipse and that being female energy, that is typically possibly a woman, a significant woman or female presence in your life that could be leaving your day-to-day life, okay? And that could be with anything. It can also be with a female management, CEO, someone within a company or something, or your coworker, or anyone like that leaves your everyday life for whatever reason. Now, a solar eclipse is a little bit different. That is the beginning of something, because it has everything to do with the sun, and the sun is all about our vitality, our stamina, the beginnings, our energy, and all of that. So the solar eclipse actually is the beginning of something. But we're going to be talking about this lunar eclipse that's coming up in Taurus and how it works. So a lunar eclipse sheds a light on areas of our life that we need to pay attention to. It brings awareness to certain areas of our life that we may not be operating in the best way. It helps us to see our habits, our unconscious behaviors, things that we do that we don't even know subconsciously that we're doing that could possibly be sabotaging us. Or it shines a light on our hidden talents. So it's there to illuminate a part of our life, to bring it to the forefront to be addressed. Whatever that means for you, whether that is something that is good, a challenge, or indifferent. But it definitely sheds a light on certain areas and certain things going on in our lives. It also helps us to bring into completion of something. So you typically find during a full moon that is a completion of something, whatever it is, a project, a relationship, or something that you are, a goal that you set for yourself. You may come into completion or an adjustment of that particular thing. This also helps us to go inside ourselves, because the moon is all about our emotions. It's all about the inner workings of ourselves. So sometimes this lunar eclipse will bring up things that we have repressed emotionally. That's why it's always an emotional time at the full moon. That's why it always seems like people are acting out during the full moon. And that is actually a thing. The full moon energy does do that, and it heightens your emotions. So you have to be mindful around a full moon of, just being overly emotional during that time. This is also a good time to pay attention to your dreams, because our dream life gets more active. It gets more interactive, and we definitely have a lot of messages that come through our dreams, even our daydreams, when we find ourselves just kind of like zoning out and thinking about things. Pay attention to those dreams that you have. Pay attention to the symbols and the symbolism and the things that you hear from total strangers. There's always a message that's trying to be communicated to you in and around a full moon, especially with an eclipse. So this eclipse in Taurus and Scorpio, the Taurus and Scorpio axis, it's going to govern for the next 2 years. So it's going to be a series of 8 eclipses, and they're going to span over a 2-year period. So starting at the end of this month and throughout 2023, we are going to have these eclipses in the sign of Taurus and Scorpio. Now, Taurus is the sign that governs love, money, material possessions, our valuables, how we value things. It's our value system. And Scorpio governs transformation, our regenerative energy, how we dig down deep and investigate and get to the core root of things. So Scorpio is all about going deep. Scorpio is all about addressing those dark places in us that everyone has, that sometimes we don't want to address. So Scorpio is not afraid to go there. So it's all about transformation with Scorpio. Now, this lunar eclipse is going to have some other planets that are going to be playing a part in how this plays out. One of those planets is Mercury, the planet of communication, how we speak, how we think, how we communicate, education, writing, information, all of those things. It's going to be, and I'm not going to get into the technicalities of what it's going to be doing. I'm just going to let you know that it is playing a part in this particular eclipse and how it could play out. So we have Mercury, the planet of communication, has a part in this eclipse. We have Jupiter, the planet of abundance, expansion, growth. Jupiter sometimes is a planet that over exaggerates and makes things bigger than what they really are. We also have Pluto in the mix, and Pluto is a planet of control. It's a planet of obsessiveness sometimes. It's governed by Scorpio, so it has all those Scorpio qualities about secrets and control and all of that stuff that Pluto brings. And then also we have the planet of Neptune. Neptune is the planet of spirituality. It is also the planet that we consider it the planet of delusion and confusion sometimes. So sometimes Neptune has us not seeing things clearly. We see it for what we want it to be sometimes with Neptune. So sometimes things are just the communication or what we see in front of us is not exactly what it is. So we have to be careful with Neptune. Neptune is that planet that gets that expression, seeing things through rose-colored glasses. You know, having to take the rose-colored glasses off to see it for what it really is. That is Neptune. So over this 6-month period, with all these planets tying together, this could look like information, which is the planet Mercury. Mercury is the planet of information, communication. This could look like over the next 6 months, some of you receiving some shocking information. So, because Mercury is the planet of communication and information. So, receiving some type of shocking information. And because Jupiter is in the mix, this information may be communicated to you in a very exaggerated manner. Maybe it's something that you learn that the person or whoever is giving you this information is really blowing this up bigger than what it is. Or this could be you taking the information and really making it more than what it is. Instead of just taking the information and processing it, you immediately make this bigger than what is really being communicated to you. Now, with Neptune there, this could be information that is, you don't have all the facts. You don't have everything that you need to know with regards to this information to possibly make a good decision about what is coming your way. Because Neptune kind of clouds our judgment. Again, we don't have all the information, or we see the information for what we want it to be, or it's just not being communicated clearly to us, so we can't make a good decision about what's going on. And this information could be something that has been kept from you. So this may be a secret that comes out that you didn't know about, but directly affects you, and it's just been kept from you or hid from you. Now, I know that does not sound very, I mean, it really doesn't sound good at all. But at the end of the day, because we have Neptune involved in this, I am going to say that whatever is revealed to you over the next 6 months, in whatever area of your life or whatever you find out, I would suggest that you take the information. Let's not blow it up bigger than what it is. Let's just process it for what it is. Let's make an attempt to see things clearly as to what is going on. And take the information and use it in a positive way. Because Neptune is there, and Neptune is a very healing planet. I feel like whatever's revealed to you is actually there to help you heal. Now, it may not feel that way at the time, but once you process it, once you sit with it, once you understand what is really being presented to you, I feel like you can possibly find a way to help you with something that could possibly heal you. So don't take the information and just lose your mind with it. Use it to your advantage. Use it to see if there's a way that you can heal yourself or different areas of your life, or heal someone in your life. This information is valuable to you. It just depends on how you react to it. So does any talk about what's going to be coming up for you for the next 6 months? I am going to give you a celebrity that shares your rising sign, and see if you want to follow this particular person to see if what plays out in their life and see if there's any similarities. Now, there's always going to be differences because, of course, you're different sun signs, different moon signs, and so different things work differently. But just overall, if your rising sign is the same as this celebrity, let's see how their next 6 months play out and see if you guys have any similar themes playing out. It says, I know First, we are going to start at the top of the zodiac as usual, and that is our Aries rising. Again, if you have your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign, I would strongly suggest that you listen for all three. If you do not, listen for your sun sign. It will be just as helpful. And if you find out your rising sign later on, you can come back and listen to the video replay because the video stays up for you to come back and listen to. So, are we ready? So, if you hear your rising sign on here, let me know. Well, okay, Tanya already let me know. She's an Aries rising. If you hear your rising sign on here, let me know. So, I'll know that I'm talking to you. And let's get started. So, Aries rising, sun or moon. The eclipse in Taurus and Scorpio is going to be in the area of your life that governs how you make your money. Okay, so this looks like definitely a change in possibly your work environment, a possible change in your job. This could also look like a transformation in how you make money. So this could look like some of you finally getting your businesses off the ground. This could definitely look like some of you taking a hobby or an area of interest and turning and transforming that into a very lucrative business. This could also look like some of you getting a second job or getting multiple jobs because your resolve is about straightening your money out and getting yourself to a more financially successful place in life. So for the next 6 months, Aries risings, we're going to be really, really focusing on your money. Now, this is also the area that governs your value system. So some of you may be detaching from the value that you place on money, the value that you place on material possessions, the value that you place on yourself and others. Have you been tying your self-worth and your value to the things that you own or don't own? Are you measuring your success by how much money you make? Are you measuring your success or failure about how much money you don't have? Are you tying value to other people based on what they have and don't have? This is definitely a transformation on how you value things, how you value money, and how you value yourself. This is the area that governs our self-esteem. So transforming how you see yourself, how you feel about yourself is going to be very important over the next 6 months. And I do believe that that ties a lot into how you make money. This is also an area of questioning whether what you do to make money brings you joy, or do you feel like it's purposeful, or do you feel like you are earning money in a way that has a lot of integrity behind it. My Aries risings are wanting to find jobs or careers that they feel whole, that they feel like they are actually doing something productive, adding something to society, that they are really using their talents in the best way and aligning themselves with, money-making opportunities that speak to their character. So a lot of that, I feel like a lot of my Aries risings are going to be transforming and leaving jobs that they're in solely for a paycheck. So if you're currently at a job and you're just there because of the paycheck, I don't think that that is going to align well with you over the next 6 months, and you may struggle with staying there. Now, do we need to make money? Absolutely, with no doubt. However, for Aries risings, I think, and over the next 6 months, it's going to be important that you align yourself with something that speaks to your values, your value system. So, restructuring how you make money, getting a grasp on your finances, transforming how you have a healthy relationship with money, and finding a job or something that you do. Or this could look like you're tired of working for somebody else and you want to now branch off and work for yourself. So that is the transformative energy that you'll be under for the next 6 months. Now, if you can think back to 2012, between 2012 and 2014, and you don't have to do it now. This may be something that comes to you later on. But think back to 2012, 2014. And that should have been a period where you were actually dealing more with the finances, resources that you share with another person. Um, I don't know what that could have looked like to you, but this could have been um, your spouse, a business partner, a long-term partner, someone that you were tied in financially with, and a lot of your attention was going to how that worked between you and another person with regards to finances. And if it wasn't with another person, this may have tied into contracts or things that you had with a financial institution. So this could have looked like if you had financed a home, so you had a mortgage with a bank or a financial institution, or you took out a loan of some sort. Look back at 2012, 2014. Some of that, not as much, may also come up again during this 6 months, but a lot of your energy is going to be focused on your individual earning potential. Okay? Does anyone have questions, Aries Risings? Okay. The next is going to, and your celebrity that shares your rising sign is actually Rihanna. So if I have any Aries risings in the room, you share a rising sign with Rihanna. I don't know if you want to follow her to see what is going on with her money, what kind of moves she's making. She should be making some type of financial moves at this time, and see if you guys have anything in common with regards to finances over the next 6 months. Okay. The next one is Taurus Rising, Sun or Moon. And the eclipse energy is going to be in the area that governs yourself. This is the area that governs your physical body, how you show up in the world, how people experience you, the energy that you give off when people encounter you. So, being that the theme is transformation, for my Taurus risings over the next 6 months, if this has not already started, this has everything to do with transforming your physical body, transforming the energy that you give off to people and how they experience you. To be more specific, this may be some of my Taurus risings considering cosmetic surgery of some sort. Definitely doing a self-improvement process, so getting your health together, which subsequently gets your physical body in shape. So basically, my Taurus risings can use the next 6 months to transform their total body into whatever it is they want to transform it into. This is also good for the changing of the style of dress, how you show up. So people will be experiencing you differently by the time we get possibly to the end of 2022, that you come out and you are totally, totally different. Now, I'm going to go back to this cosmetic surgery thing, because that actually is going to be a running theme with this. I would strongly suggest that you schedule a reading with me to find out when will be the best time if you are serious about having cosmetic surgery, because there are certain times that you should and should not have surgical procedures. So if you are serious about that and you want to pick out a date that would be best for you to have this, you need to schedule a reading with me prior to you picking a date, because there's definitely certain days that are not favorable for any type of surgery or cosmetic surgery. But Keith says, I'm on it. Yeah, this is going to change everything about it. And then the thing that I like about this house is once you start changing the outer appearance, the inner appearance, people start experiencing you differently, you can expect opportunities to come to you in all areas of your life. This is also a house that I consider of a romantic nature. So this could look like my Taurus risings. Sun or moon attracting maybe a possible love prospect during the next 6 months. It could happen. But definitely a transformation of your physical self. And just focusing on yourself is going to be what you need for the next 6 months. Now, if we think back to between 2012 and 2014 Taurus risings, this same energy was actually having you focused on relationships. So some of you were focused on, which a lot of you were focused on, your one-on-one relationships with another person. So this could have looked like a spouse, a long-term partner, a business partner, even a family member or a best friend, someone that you go into a conscious, chosen one-on-one relationship. So back in 2012, 2014, you may want to think about this later, that what was going on with you with regards to relationships. Were some of you getting married? Were some of you getting divorced? Was there harmony in your relationships? Was there stress in your relationships? Whatever that was around that period of time during 2012 through 2014, it was a lot of one-on-one relationships and thinking about other people. And also during that time, some of you may have had a court case going on. Now, that may come up again in a very minor way, but the biggest impact is the changing of who you are, the focusing on yourself and being selfish and just thinking about you and what is best for you over this next 6 months. And you're the celebrity person that shares your rising sign, Taurus rising, is Serena Williams. So you may want to see if there's any changes that come up for Serena, or is she looking different, or whether that, I don't know, I can't really say that everybody's going to come out looking like with a six-pack or everything, but does anything about her physical appearance change? Does anything about her presence change? Does anything about, her image changes over this next 6 months? So that is your celebrity. The person that shares your rising sign is Serena Williams. So do I have any Taurus risings on here? I know Key is a Taurus sun, but my Taurus risings, you and Serena Williams have some changes going on, okay? So now we're going to talk about Gemini risings, okay? And you can also listen for your sun and your moon sign. The eclipse is going to affect you in the area that has everything to do with the behind the scene things. So this is the area that governs your spirituality, the afterlife, your traumas, healing, endings, and closure. This is also the area that governs our limiting beliefs, the restrictions that we place on ourselves. This is also the area that governs secrets. And this is the area that governs confinement. So this could look like prisons, hospitals, rehab centers, anything that we consider a confining situation. Okay, so Gemini risings, this is how this could play out for you. Let's see. So definitely a transformation with regards to things that you keep hidden. So this could look like finally over the next 6 months addressing the areas within yourself that need to be healed. The areas within yourself that you are holding on to trauma. This could be childhood. This could be as you were growing up, the experiences that you've had that you have been holding on. And these experiences have actually been affecting you adversely throughout your life. This is a time where it is time to address those things. So whatever that looks like for you, whether that means you need to go into therapy of some sort, you need to begin a spiritual practice for yourself, whatever you need to do to deal with those traumas and to begin the healing for yourself, this is a time for you to do it over the next 6 months. This is also a time that you may feel like you want to just revert and be alone. You want a lot of alone time, a lot of downtime, which is nothing wrong with that. But I feel like you just want to take yourself into a space of seclusion and do some inner work. And the only way to do the inner work is to shut out the rest of the world. Okay, so that may be something that you have to do for yourself in order to heal. I believe if you take the time over the next 6 months, you could make great accomplishments with tackling those internal demons or those things that have been, like I said, sabotaging you over your life, and finally healing yourself and being okay and forgiving yourself for things that you are holding on to, if you do the work. Now, this is also good, again, for you to develop a spiritual practice for yourself, developing your spiritual life, bringing things to closure, accepting the things that you can change, and what's that serenity prayer, and moving on finally. Now, this is also an area, because it is an eclipse energy, information that's been withheld from you, Gemini Rising. Over the next 6 months, secrets and things that have been withheld from you could be revealed to you. Now, at the beginning of the live, we talked about you not overreacting, not making the situation bigger than it is, taking the information and processing it in a proper way, and making sure you have all the facts in front of you. Because this information that is revealed to you could actually help you in your healing process. So, just be mindful of things that are revealed to you. Now, by way of confinement, we talked about hospitals, prisons, rehabs. Some of you may decide to check yourself into a rehab facility, whether that is inpatient or outpatient. So some of you may decide that you can't tackle the things that you need to work on your own, and you may decide that you want to go and to check yourself into a rehab facility. Some of you may have a hospital stay, or someone close to you may have a hospital stay, or some type of, and because it's a lunar eclipse, and I always think of it as a female energy, maybe some prominent woman in your life is confined to a hospital, or confined to a bed, or under some kind of medical care. And this is also the area with prisons. So this could look like someone close to you goes into prison, and now you are dealing with this person, just depending on the relationship and what the involvement is. You're dealing with this person while they are in a confined situation in jail or prison, or God forbid this is you going to jail or something like that. But energy around the dealings with confining situations with regards to another person or with regards to you could be something that you are dealing with over the next 6 months, Gemini Risings. Now, keep in mind, 2012 to 2014, this energy would have been something that had to do with your health, mental and physical health. This would have had to do with your work environment, going through changes or challenges. This could have been pets, and maybe something to do with the food, or you were having allergic reactions to food or something to that effect. But it had a lot to do with your health and fitness and your mental and physical health. So if you want to think back to 2012, 2014 about what was going on with you mentally, physically, health-wise, or with regards to your work environment, you may see a little bit of that come up during this 6 months, but not as much as what we talked about before with regards to your healing process and doing the inner work that you need to do to heal yourself. Okay, so Gemini Rising, the celebrity that you have in common with that has the same rising sign as you is actually Dr. Dre. So we know Dr. Dre has been going through challenges with this divorce. It would be interesting to see how this fares out and whether you have any commonalities with Dr. Dre, okay, and his rising sign. So those are my Gemini rising. So we're going to stop right here. Do we have, which is Cancer risings, sun or moons? So if you are a Cancer rising, this eclipse over the next 6 months is going to affect you in the area of your social groups, your friends. Hey, so your friends, your social groups, technology, and this is the area of long-term goals, dreams, and wishes. So for my Cancer risings, over the next 6 months, it can definitely look like a transformation in your friend group. So this could look like friendships breaking up, friendships getting more solid, introduction to new friends. This could also look like benefits and gains coming through your friends. Okay. This also has to do with the social connections that you make for yourself. So Cancer risings, I need you to get out and network over the next 6 months. I feel like if you increase your social life, that is going to have a lot to do with your successes moving forward. Putting yourself in the right areas and connecting with the right people over the next 6 months will be very important for you. But this is really just an energy of you socializing and having a good time. Now, this is also the area that governs technology. So this could look like Cancer risings doing online dating, because this actually is an area that we consider kind of a relationship house here. So this could be online dating. This could be possibly meeting someone, maybe friends or maybe a dating partner through some type of online social group or maybe offline social group. Okay, so but definitely connecting. Now also with technology, this is going to be excellent for those Cancer risings that work from home or want to work from home. Some of you may have had a hard time trying to get a home-based business off the ground. This 6 months is very transformative for you, because I feel like you can figure it out at this time and get the correct technology that you need, the correct software, computers, or whatever it is you need to start this home-based business or get this home office running, will be great for you during this time. So I really, really encourage those of you that want to do home-based businesses or just want to work from home. This is an ideal time for you to be able to solidify and probably find what you need by way of that. Now, long-term goals, dreams, and wishes. Some of you may be seeing a long-term goal you had for yourself finally come to culmination. Whatever that is for you, whatever you consider your hopes, your dreams, your desires, your wishes, this could be the time in the next 6 months that you actually see that this thing takes root and takes off. Now, with regards to love, get out and socialize. If your long-term goal is to meet someone, this could happen over the next 6 months, Cancer rising, but you have to socialize. You have to get out. You have to enjoy yourself. Now, 2012 to 2014, this would have been energy around other people and pleasing other people. This will also have been an energy around a lot of dating and romance. Some of you had children around that time. Maybe you had a lot of focus on your kids, focus on pregnancy, just focus on a lot of things that you were doing for other people to make them happy. Okay, so that may come up a little bit here in the next 6 months, but this is a period of all about making yourself happy, putting yourself first, socializing, having a good time, not taking things too seriously, but just enjoying yourself on a social level, Cancer risings. And Cancer rising, your your celebrity person that has the same rising sign as you is actually Kanye West. So let's be mindful of what's going on with Kanye. It's a lot going on with Kanye. Kanye is in a transformative time where he's finding himself again. He's detaching from, getting this divorce, and he's finding himself again, and he's finding his joy again. So Kanye West is the Cancer Rising twin. So there we go. So next is Leo Rising, Sun or Moon. Now this is me and Tasha's rising sign. I'm a Leo Rising, Tasha's a Leo Rising. So the eclipse is actually going to be in our career house. Okay. So this is all about our career aspirations. This is all about, are we in the career field that we love? Do we want to change careers, Leo Risings? What is it that you want? Hey, Tosh, what is it that you want from your career? You can have it now. This is going to be great for Leo Risings, just to find out, you know, you've been in this career for X amount of time. You've seen all you can see with it. You've done all you can do with it. Let's move on to something else and transition into something totally different. Opportunities with regards to your career in whatever direction you want it to go are bound to show up in the next 6 months. Now, this is also the area that governs, some of you may not be in the workforce anymore. Just say we have retirees that are Leo Rising. So you're not really talking about your career per se, but this is how you show up in society. For those of you that are no longer in the workforce, this is like, how do you want to be known? What do you want to be known for? What is your legacy? When you transition over and leave this world, what kind of impact do you want to have on people? So for those of you that are not in the workforce, this could look like opportunities to mentor. This could look like opportunities to head projects or spearhead projects. This could look like you being able to do maybe some type of public speaking. This could also look like those of you that want to go into politics. Doesn't really matter on what level, if you want to do it on the local level, state level, federal level, whatever you want to do. But this is also about possibly taking a position that puts you in a position to make an impactful change on society. So that could be, as like I said, as small as becoming the president of your sorority, or the president of your fraternity, to as big as you want to run for mayor of your city or governor of your state. But how you are showing up in the world, and what are you known for in the world. Now, this is also an area that has everything to do with title changes. So, Leo Risings, over the next 6 months, some of you may have a title change. And you ask, Sonia, what does that mean? Some examples of a title change is some of my Leo Risings may be getting married, maybe getting divorced. Your title will change. So now you're not single anymore, you are married. So you wear the title of Mrs., or you're no longer a bachelor, you wear the title of husband. Some of you may be becoming parents or grandparents for that matter. But your title changes in some way, and people see you differently. Now we call you something different. But definitely, if you are still in the workforce and you are still out there wanting to make changes in your career, this 6 months is great for you to transform what you do with regards to your career and what you love. Okay, now 2012 to 2014, Leo Risings, this had a lot to do with family. This had a lot to do with family, had a lot to do with real estate, had a lot to do with where you lived, who you lived with, and it had a lot to do with your emotional securities in between those couple of years. This may come up a little bit again, but primarily the energy is around your career aspirations. Okay? So, Virgo Rising, Sun or Moon, the eclipse is going to be in your 9th house. So, this is the area that governs higher education, long distance travel, the law, religious and spiritual beliefs, and how we view the world, how we look at the world. So I know for a fact, pretty much everyone went through this transformation about how they believe what they believe in with regards to the world, because we have all been under transformative energy the last couple of years. But for Virgo risings, this has everything to do with, I support you in long distance travel. I want my Virgo risings to travel as much as possible over the next couple of years and as far as possible over the next couple of years. This is going to be very supportive of you, just really learning, really growing, really transforming yourself. This is also a good opportunity if some of you Virgo risings take the opportunity to go back to school, to get a degree, to go into an area of study that you've always wanted to go into. Now, even if you don't want to go to college or whatever it is, this is great for you educating yourself to make yourself more marketable in the world, okay? To give you some more talents and skills that you can use out in the world. Now, this is a time where Virgo risings probably did a lot of transformation in what they believed in. Belief systems that you've had for yourself that you stuck with over the years and you thought could never change. I guarantee you, if it has not happened now, how you see the world and how you see life is totally different and totally transformed. And the things that you felt like were important to you, the things that you steadfast on, are not the same things. Your foundation is totally different with regards to how you see the world. And how could it not be different with everything that we've gone through? Some of you Virgo risings have or will go through a shakeup in your faith. So some of the faith and religious beliefs that you've carried with you may not align with you anymore. And now you are seeking to find something that resonates more with the spirit and who you are now as far as your worship. And this could look like anything. Whether this is a religious belief, a spiritual belief, or just a belief within yourself, a lot of that has changed and will change over the next 6 months. So I doubt that you are going to be the same person you were when we get to 2023. A lot of that is going to change. A lot of what you believed in is going to change. And it's just going to be a time where you say, I never thought that I would be going through life and believe in this and accept this and be open to this. But travel and education is key for you over the next 6 months and moving forward. And Virgo rising, your celebrity twin is actually Jay-Z. So let's watch what Jay-Z does over the next 6 months. And I think I forgot Leo rising. Your celebrity twin is actually Jennifer Lopez. And we know she loves a title change because she loves to be married. And she has been single for way too long. So I suspect that Miss Thing is going to be getting married within the next 6 months, which is going to tie into her title change. So Leo risings, I want you to watch Jennifer Lopez and what she does with her career, and particularly what she does with regards to marriage. And Virgo risings, yours is going to be with Jay-Z. Now, also Virgo risings, 2012 to 2014, you may have had a lot of experiences with regards to siblings, extended family, neighbors, your neighborhood, and what else was that? And how you communicated. So this could come up again with dealings with your siblings, your neighbors. Some of you may be seeing a change in your neighborhood, your immediate environment. And I don't know, that could be a change that you like or you don't like. So just be mindful of that. But interactions with your siblings, your cousins, your neighbors, things of that nature. And this is also that had everything to do with educational purposes. But this is kind of like lower level education. So this is like more educating yourself on things that were a hobby or, you know, just classes that you wanted to take. You may see that come around again. But definitely Virgo risings, higher education, and the ninth house is also law. So some of you may encounter a legal situation that could be coming to a close here in the next 6 months. So let's keep our fingers crossed on that. Now, Libra rising, sun or moon. Your eclipse is actually going to be in your eighth house, which is the house of who's got a mad face? Who mad at me? Why would somebody be mad at me? Okay, well, moving on. Libra risings. So this is going to be in the area of shared resources and shared finances, other people's money. So the eclipse has everything to do with who you are connected with financially. Who are you connected with regards to resources? So let's look at it this way. If you are married, if you're in a long-term commitment, you live with someone, if you're in a business partnership, this is definitely going to be an energy of paying attention to how debt is being managed between the two of you. Now, this is Libra risings. How debt is being managed between the two of you, how money is being spent between the two of you, how finances, particularly who takes care of the finances. Are you in a situation where one person is in charge of paying all the bills and taking care of all of that, and they're accountable to the other one, or do you split bills? Whatever that looks like, a lot of energy around getting the shared resources and finances and all of that situated and solidified, and being totally transparent with regards to finances. And again, that could be marriage, long-term commitments, business partners. Now, you say, Sonia, I'm none of those. I'm solo dolo by myself. Well, this will be the connection that you make with financial institutions. Does the bank hold a mortgage? Did you have a mortgage with the bank? Do you have, you pay a car note to the credit union? Are you needing to go to the bank or a financial institution for a loan of some sort? And you need to make a relationship with a financial institution. This is going to all be about that over the next 6 months. Okay. Now, this also has everything to do with inheritances, taxes, loans, child support. So some of you Libra risings could be hearing about back child support that comes your way, or maybe you have a tax situation that comes up and you didn't know you get audited or something. I'm not putting that on you, but I'm just trying to give you an example of what could come up with regards to your money and other people wanting your money. Now, keep in mind, this is not the money that you earn from your job. This is money outside of that. This is money that comes through a partner. Now, particularly through a partner or another person, their debt is now your debt. Their financial success is now your financial success. So whatever's going on with them is going on with you, and vice versa. Okay? So, being on top of your financial dealings with other people is very important. Now, this is also the area of sex and intimacy. So, it's very important whether you're in a relationship or not, especially if you're in some type of partnership with someone, transforming your intimate connection with someone. Wish I was a Libra rising about now. Show me the money. This is about transforming that intimate connection you have with someone else. Okay. So if you feel like you've been lacking on the intimacy, because you know sex and intimacy are two different things. So if you've been lacking on the intimacy, you've not been connecting with your partner, or for whatever reason, over the next 6 months, this is a time that you could transform that into something healthy and something that benefits the both of you, and that really satisfies you both on an intimate level. And this is also about sex. So sex is, hey, listen, if y'all can get connected on sex and you can start communicating what your deepest desires are and feeling more open and free with regards to sex, y'all could change up and transform your sex life immensely over the next 6 months. And if you're single, hey, you may be able to find someone that satisfies you sexually in the things that you like to do. Okay? So, Libra Rising. Oh, 2012 to 2014, Libra Rising. I want you to think back to what was going on with your money, your individual finances. What was going on with that? How were you maneuvering with your individual finances? What was going on with that? Were you having challenges with your money? Were you having challenges with debt, but on an individual level? So this may come up again, but if you have a supportive partner, this is something that can help you out. This is why it's so important for you guys to get on the same page with regards to finances and resources, and being very transparent with what's going on with your money. Okay? So, Libra Rising, your celebrity twin that shares your rising sign is none other than Beyonce. So, my Libra Risings, you are in the company of Beyonce, and she may be working some stuff out with her money with her husband. I don't know about that kind of money. I don't know how rich people work out stuff with their partners, but rest assured there may be something going on with regards to the dynamics of their finances and their massive wealth that they have between each other, and maybe something is going on with their intimate connection with each other. Who knows? I don't know these people. Okay. Do we have any questions? That's my sister in my head. Well, sis may be working something out over there with her husband about money and sex. So you may want to check on your good sis over there. Okay? Any questions? Okay, so let's keep going then. So we have Scorpio Rising, Sun or Moon. The eclipse is going to be in the area that governs your relationships. And we're talking your serious relationships. One-on-one relationships. So this looks like marriage, your spouse, your long-term boo, your business partner. This could also look like family. And your best friend, one-on-one connections. This is also the area that governs Scorpio Rising's legal cases. Okay, so this is definitely a transformation in how you do relationships. Now, if you are Scorpio Risings Scorpio Rising that is attached to someone else, whether that's marriage or long-term commitment or business, depending on where you are in a relationship, this could go either way. This could actually be a breakup coming in the next 6 months. A much needed breakup. Some of you Scorpio Risings, and Scorpios are notorious for this, and also Taurus. Particularly staying in relationships that they should have been out probably years ago. But they don't like change. So they will stay in the dysfunction that they know, as opposed to possibly going out and meeting someone new, because they don't know what could possibly happen. So you find a lot of Scorpios and a lot of Tauruses and some Cancers will stay in a relationship past the expiration date. I don't think you're going to be able to sustain that here within the next 6 months. Definitely not by the end of 2022. If the connection is unhealthy, I don't really see that this is going to last much longer. And you need it to go somewhere. You need to move on. Now, if this is a healthy relationship, things are going well, this could actually solidify a commitment between the two of you. So that could look like engagement, marriage, moving in together, or even if you're married, this is like a renewal of the relationship and the foundation becoming more solid. It just depends on where you are in the relationship. Unfortunately, if you are one of those Scorpios that's in a bad relationship and doesn't want to leave, this eclipse is probably going to eclipse that person right out of your life. Um, and it's a good thing. Don't fight it. To be honest with you, you can't fight the universe. Um, that's a losing battle. So don't fight it. Just go with the energy and know that the universe is there to support you and to put you in the right place to where you're supposed to be. It's just sometimes we can stay in something so long and the universe has been urging us and nudging us to move and we won't move until it finally has no choice but to uproot us, and it's not comfortable because if it's, it just is what it is. Now, Scorpio risings, if you're those of you that are maybe in a legal situation, a legal proceeding, you could possibly be seeing an ending to that too. Or if you're not, maybe something comes up with regards to um, just legal dealings with someone. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be in court, but this may be legal dealings. This may be that divorce that you've been trying to get, and we finally get the person to sign off, and now we can move on with our lives. But definitely something around your one-on-one relationships will be changing very, very soon. Now, 2012 to 2014, you spent a lot of time focused on you, maybe to the detriment of your relationships with other people. You spent a lot of time focusing on you, and there's nothing wrong with focusing on you, but I feel like maybe some of your one-on-one relationships may have suffered during that time because you were not showing up or being present in them. That could come up again during this time because you're doing a lot of relationship stuff, but this is really has a lot to do with how you do relationships with another person and how you showing up in your relationships and as a partner. Now, your celebrity twin that shares your Scorpio rising sign is Janet Jackson. Okay, Miss Jackson is very secretive. She's Scorpio rising. Y'all move like ninjas. Y'all don't let nobody in y'all's business. So I don't really can't tell you what exactly is going on with her. If you could find out for me, that would be great. But she don't really talk. I'm lying. She has a documentary coming out soon, and I think it's this month or next month. So we will get a glimpse into what has been going on with Miss Jackson. I mean Janet Jackson, Miss Jackson if you're nasty. And let's see if you Scorpio risings kind of align with what's going on with her. Okay. Does anyone have any Aquarius rising, sun, or moon? The eclipse is going to be in the area that governs your health, your fitness. So it's mental and physical health. It governs your work environment, the people that you work around, with, for, and that work under you. This is also the area of our small pets. And this is the area that governs how we are of service to others and the foods that we eat. Okay, so Sagittarius risings. This is everything about your health and fitness. So over the next 6 months and a little bit beyond, let's focus primarily on our health. And again, I always say health, mental and physical. Okay, let's be mindful of the foods that we're eating and consuming. You may have to eliminate some foods from your diet, add some foods to your diet. But an overall of your health and fitness is going to be a priority for you over the next 6 months. Now, this ties into your work environment. If your work environment is stressing you the hell out, I need you to get another job. Something has got to change with your work environment because it may be adversely affecting your mental and physical health. So if that is a thing, you need to be proactive in placing yourself in an atmosphere that works for you. Okay. Now, I want to speak to those Sagittarius risings, sun or moon that work from home with regards to your work environment. Now, working from home, everybody wants to work from home. They think that that's just the best thing ever. But you have to be very, very disciplined to work from home, and you have to have a lot of structure when you're working from home. So Sagittarius risings, if you're one of those that works from home and you have been struggling with the work at home concept, you need to transform how you do the work at home. And this is going to look like you getting up every morning as if you are physically going to a job. So you got to brush your teeth, shower, have breakfast, get dressed for work. It doesn't matter that you sit at home. Stop doing work in your pajamas. Okay? That ain't gonna work. You look a sloppy mess, and what you're turning out is a sloppy mess. So you need to restructure and transform how you do work at home. Get up, put some clothes on like you're going to work. If you have the space in your home or wherever, you need a designated office or a designated area that is your workspace. And this is where you do work. You need to also set hours for yourself. If you're gonna work 9 to 5, then work 9 to 5. Take a lunch at noon or 1 o'clock. It needs to be structured as if you were in an office for you to make this work. And I have a Sagittarius rising that works from home, and I suggested to her 1 or 2 times a week, you need to go work somewhere else. Find a Starbucks that's close to your home with the Wi-Fi. Take your laptop or whatever it is you do and go and work 2 days a week, 1 day a week outside of your home. Okay? Get out, see people, change the structure, transform how you do work at home. And this goes for, again, those of you that work in an office. If it ain't working and it's affecting your mental and physical health, nothing is more important than that. You need to start making changes with regards to where you work and your environment. Now, this also, I hate to tell some of you, because this is an eclipse and an eclipse trends, sometimes eclipses people and things out. Be mindful of your pets and your pet's mortality. Some of you may be losing a pet here in the next 6 months. My heart goes out to you. I don't want to put that on you, but I have to tell you. And get the fuck out. Yes, get the fuck out of the house. But just be mindful of that, and also eclipsing out bad eating habits. So be mindful of what you're consuming, and also be mindful of what you're consuming by way of medication. Be very careful with that. Now, Sagittarius rising, 2012 to 2014, you were dealing with internal things, traumas, healings, all of that stuff was coming up. You might have been dealing with somebody in a hospital. Somebody was going in and out of the hospital. Maybe you was going in and out of the hospital. You might have been dealing actively with somebody in prison, in jail, or whatever. This may come around for you again a little bit, just to forewarn you. But primarily, we're talking about your health and fitness right now and how you do work every day. And even if you don't work, your daily routine, you know, do you go to the gym? Do you go to the store? Do you change up your routine? It's become stagnant and boring. Okay, we got it. And Sagittarius rising. Oh, also I need to tell you that you could potentially have a health scare. So just be mindful of those types of things. And I'm sending you healing vibes, and hopefully you don't have to experience that, but there could be a health issue that comes up over the next 6 months. I hope not. And the celebrities, I'm gonna give you 2 that you share a rising sign with are Kim Kardashian. You know, her business is everywhere, so it's easy to find out what's going on with her. And our President Joe Biden. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but when Joe Biden got elected, I predicted that he may have some major health issues that could hinder his presidency. I'm not wishing that on him. However, this could be a thing, and this may come up in the next 6 months or at least at some time during 2022. I said what I said. Okay, moving on. Capricorn rising, sun or moon. The eclipse is going to be in the area of that governs your joy, okay, your happiness. So this could definitely be energy that has to do with love affairs and dating. So this, to me, this is not serious relationships. This is dating. So Capricorn rising, this is dating opportunities coming your way. This could also look like you, if you've been dating multiple people, or if you've been dating someone for a long time, you decide that you want to make the relationship permanent. Now y'all are exclusive with each other. And if you're a single Capricorn rising, this could be someone coming along and you start dating. Keep it light, have fun. And this is also the energy of children and the potential to have children. So this could definitely be my Capricorn rising, sun or moons that have children in their life. A lot of focus on your children and what's going on with them. This could also be, whereas depending on your children's ages, they're experiencing some type of milestone in their lives or some type of big change with them. Now, I don't know how that's going to look. That could be something that you're celebrating, or that could be something that you're trying to work them through. But a lot of attention on your children. This could be my Capricorn risings that are finding out that they're pregnant, or deciding that they want to start a family, or deciding that they want to put certain things in place with regards to starting a family soon. So definitely that with and around children. And if it's no children in your life, this is all about reclaiming the joy of the childlike innocence in yourself. The next 6 months is all about just doing what makes you happy. Focusing on your hobbies, focusing on your creative projects, sporting events, getting out, doing a lot of activities that use your physical body. Okay, so your self-expression, all of those things are great for my Capricorn risings, because this is all about just your joy and what makes you happy and nothing else. Now, 2012 to 2014, there was probably a lot of energy around your friend groups. So a lot of things changed about your friends. A lot of things changed about the goals that you had for yourself, and just how you related to the collective in general. That may come up again with your friend situation and long-term goals, but I want you to focus primarily on just doing things that bring you joy, enjoying your children, enjoying the children in your life, getting out, doing things. Finding out you want to have a baby, or you're having a baby, or whatever the situation is with the kids, and dating is important. So that's what you need to do. So Capricorn rising, I'm going to also give you two. Your celebrity rising sign twin is Tiffany Haddish and Naomi Campbell. And that's interesting, because I think Tiffany and Common have broken up. I think they've broken up. So I need you to just see what's going on. And Naomi Campbell, she became a mother a few months ago. She adopted. So she became a mother a few months ago. So her experiencing motherhood for the first time is a theme for her. You see how that works? Okay. Now we're going to do Aquarius risings. We're almost done. Hanging there. I know we're a little 10 minutes over, but hang in there. We're about to do Aquarius rising. So the eclipse has everything to do with your family. So this could look like your actual family that you were born into, the family you've made for yourself. This could look like your physical home, property, buying and selling real estate, and your emotional foundation. And this is also the area that governs the prominent women in our family. So that looks like our mother, our grandmothers, our sisters, the women that are close to us. So Aquarius risings, this could look like for you moving. Some of you are actually going to be moving in the next 6 months. Definitely a change by the end of 2022 is going to have something to do with your housing or family situation. So this could look like you moving. This could look like buying and selling a property. This could look like redecorating for you. This could also look like people moving in and out. Okay. So I don't know how that works, but in and out. And it may have something to do with someone in a romantic setting moving in or out. I'm not in your business, so I don't know. This could also be with addressing family dynamics. So if Aquarius rising, sun or moon, y'all have had an issue within the family over the next 6 months, if you want to, you could work to rectify the situation. If you feel like the situation has just gone further than it should and there's no rectification, then just resolve into the fact that we're going to love each other from a distance, and that's it. But definitely a change in the dynamics of your family. Now, some of my Aquarius risings may need to be paying added attention to their mother, their grandmother, again, the prominent women in their family for whatever reason. And don't take this as something, oh my God, something's going to happen to my mom. I'm not saying that, but she may need added assistance or attention from you, or whatever that may look like with regards to your mother. Now, 2012 to 2014, Aquarius rising, this was all about career and work. And some of you probably went through a divorce or got married during that time. Or you had some kind of title change during that time. So there was a lot of you not being there with the family or focus on, or the family wasn't a primary focus for you 2012, 2014, because you were dealing with career, job, work, and all of that. A little bit of that may creep up again, not a lot, because this eclipse is all about your family, okay? So look for some significant changes in the family. And finally, last but not least, Aquarius rising. Now, this is very interesting. Your celebrity twin on your rising sign is none other than Nicki Minaj. And if you know anything about her, she has been going through it with family. She married the wrong dude, and he has been drama since they got married. And it's funny because we talk about the family dynamics in the household. Do y'all know he was on like house arrest and he couldn't even like leave the house? So that ties into her family situation and the dynamics of that. And I do believe that he is going to jail. Why do I know so much celebrity gossip? Whatever. But I do believe he is getting ready to go to jail. So that would be him leaving the family. That is crazy. And I think she lost her dad like last year or something like that. So she's been going through it with regards to family dynamics, and she's going to continue to go through it for the next 6 months. So I'm not saying that my Aquarius risings are going to be that much drama, but you know, just that's an example. And finally, Pisces rising, sun or moon. The eclipse for the next 6 months is going to be in the area that governs your communication style. So this is how you speak, how you learn, this is teaching opportunities, this is educational opportunities. This is also interactions with your siblings. So this is your siblings, your extended family, your cousins. This is also your neighbors and your neighborhood, Pisces risings, and sales and marketing. So Pisces risings, this could actually look like a change in your neighborhood. So some of you, this could possibly be a move for Pisces risings, but definitely something that has to do with your neighborhood is changing. Maybe they're beautifying your neighborhood. Maybe they're building homes in your neighborhood, expanding your neighborhood. I'm not really sure, but it definitely could be that. This is also increased interaction possibly with your siblings, your extended family, your cousins, your neighbors. So some of you, if you've lost the connection with your siblings or extended family, this could be an opportunity to get back together with them. Or this could bring some sibling rivalry particularly maybe with a sister or some type of female sibling or cousin or something like that. Maybe sibling rivalry. Um, we'll see. But maybe just the transforming of the relationship dynamic within your siblings, between your siblings and your extended family. Now, because this is the area that governs transportation, Pisces, some of you may be having to get a new car in the next 6 months. And I know nobody ever wants to hear that, but that may be a thing. And maybe you want a new car and you're just trying to figure out which is the best time. So over the next 6 months, get you a new car. Also, this is great for those Pisces risings that are in sales and marketing. Very good energy for sales and marketing. Contract negotiation is great for this. Hey, Honeybun. Hey, Tamika. And educational pursuits. Now, you don't have to do as much as going to get a degree or anything like that, but if you wanted to study, I would tell you to study a foreign language. If you wanted to study something with regards to a new hobby or something that makes you more marketable within the workplace would be good for you. Now, 2012 to 2014, a lot of your attention had to do with higher education and with travel. Maybe there was a legal situation going on during that time and something that had to do with your faith. So again, a little bit of that may come up again, but a lot of this is just your immediate neighborhood environment, reconnection with your siblings or more interactions with your siblings. What else could be going on with you? And you're another one that's going to have a lot of things that are weighing heavily on your mind. So I don't want you to stress about a lot. I think any information that you receive, you're going to take it and process it over and over and over again. I don't want you to get crazy with any new information that you receive. Again, don't blow it up to be more than what it is. Keep calm, process it, and it may be good for your healing. And your celebrity twin that shares a Pisces rising with you is actually Alicia Keys. She another one I don't really know a lot about. So if you want to figure out what's going on with her these days, then that's up to you. But also Pisces risings, be on the lookout for people that play mind games with you. They want to do mind fuckery with you. Just kind of watch people that try to manipulate you mentally. Okay? Just be wary of that. And that is questions. Again, the live does stay up. You are more than welcome to come back, replay it, and listen to it. Oh, you're welcome, Nikki. Replay it and listen to it. Now, again, if you would like to have a reading with me, if you want to get really in depth about your personal birth chart and what is happening with you, you need to schedule a reading with me. Let me tell you something. This last year, 2020 and 2021, has been awesome for people that I've encountered with their readings. I've had people having babies out the wazoo. I have predicted engagements. I have predicted breakups. But hey, it comes with the territory. I just got some wonderful news from a young lady that I've been working with regards to her career change. She gave me some information where she ended up getting into the school that she was trying to get into to start a new career path for herself. And at the time, she was unsure of how she was going to be able to pay for it. And we looked at her chart. We saw that she had some favorable energy for finding the funds for this. So I told her, find the money. You will find the money. Get creative. Think about how you can do this. Find the money. It's there. And funny enough, she sent me a message yesterday that she actually found the money through a scholarship that she applied for. And the scholarship paid for the entire schooling that she has to do. And this, it was very, very expensive. So she was one of 4 that got this full scholarship to go to school to pursue this new career path that she's on. And I'm very, very happy for her. And she also was able to um, find funds because she can't work for a year. So she had to find funds to support herself for an entire year. And she was able to secure funds to cover her for an entire year so she can go ahead and not worry about paying bills. She could just focus on school. So that's the kind of things that we talk about in my readings. We talk about when love is coming your way, when you're going to get engaged. You know, I predicted engagements. My son's engagement, I predicted. You know, I was telling his girlfriend, it's coming. Be patient. I'm telling you, it's coming at the end of the year. And he proposed to her last month on her birthday. So we're planning a wedding. So babies are a big deal with me too. I gave out babies to everybody last year. Just like, you want a baby? Here, here's a baby. But yeah, schedule a reading with me so we can sit down and we can talk about what's coming up for you. I have pinned my website in there. Go on the website, look at all the different readings that I offer. Choose the one that really resonates with you. If you're having trouble choosing, send me an email or inbox me and say, hey, Sonia, I don't know which one to pick. Which one do you suggest? I'll find out what you're trying to find out, and I'll let you know which one you need to pick. But it's well worth it. We have a good time, and I don't sugarcoat it. If I tell you the truth about it, it is what it is. I'm not going to lie to you and try to make you feel good, but I'm definitely going to support you on anything that you want to do, and we're going to figure out how to make things happen in your life the way you want them to happen. So if there's no other questions, there's no other input, I've been told that I don't do my lives on Monday. I won't be doing them on Monday anymore. I am going to get off of here. I'm going to let you guys get back to your evening and prepare for tomorrow. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. Thank you for interacting with me. I do appreciate it. I enjoy talking to you guys, and we'll be back soon with some more astrological stuff. And I will talk to you guys later. Y'all have a very, very good evening. Bye-bye.